Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of Disco Elysium, where it's high time that we actually go back to doing some investigating. So, let's
Right
talk to this
to
motherfucker.
work. Right to
Okay, maybe there's not much to learn from that motherfucker. Hmm,
A
what else should we
Stars
do?
Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
A Stashraiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stars Ryko.
So, someone painted it and boom.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395, the fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
If I didn't know what happened here. Wait. If I didn't know what happened here, how did I know about the trial? Only 4,395 people were at that protest.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Actually, what's the Jims community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Don't necessarily like the implication of that answer. What they sentenced the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Could our hangman be the driver of this car?
Could it be another Stajraiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related.
I got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
Should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
What else can we find? Money! Nice.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece.
God, my
secured
neighbor's
and
dogs are
mounted in the
crazy
air
today.
with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
They haven't stopped barking all afternoon. That's pretty normal though.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
These are great names to give to
As
the
you
kings.
look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What does king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what
Well,
way?
he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How exactly did it blow through the national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber. where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I'd like to sleep on gold, hustler style. Deplorable farce, no wonder everything went
But
to shit.
wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So he was addicted to nose candy.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Just because I want to see what the encyclopedia says about this, what is nose candy?
Cocaine.
Oh, okay, just flat out cocaine. This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Of course it did. Why is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
Good.
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Yeah, I wish they would have.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
Goddamn liberals.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Oh, it's supposed to look blown up. Cool. So funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Shot the statue?
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
I mean, it's a king and he's shot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Okay. Something interesting here. I have to try. I have to try. Oh my god. I have to try. Miserhead, you Nazi fuck. I'm gonna punch you out. This time for real.
The unpromising Raise pupil returns.
Why can't I do it? Locked. Physical instrument 4. Locked. Skill gap reached.
The unpromising
Why
raise
can't I punch him
pupil
out?
returns.
Put skills into... But I just did increase my physical instrument. God damn it. Ah, man. I wanted to punch Razorhead. This means we need drugs. Okay, what else is down here? Let's check on our... stained glass window, challenging. Sleeping dock worker, challenging. Is there other things we can find over here? Does not appear to be. Okay, what can we sell?
Officer, the flashlight, please.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Roy. Fine.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Do you have any recordings
The
of
Coldima Madakwa?
Yep.
Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I've been into all kinds of different art.
What an interesting development. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Coldima Madakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldima Madakwa, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldima Madakwa.
Not very scientific. Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums. Seabirds most likely, gulls and such.
Seagulls?
And skewers, but
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
I
Sure,
got shit to sell.
let me have a look.
I have some armor.
Alright, let's see it.
Let's look at this awesome cuirass.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door looking for their missing toys.
Don't worry, he's dead.
Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money.
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The green ape pen. I'm not selling Kim's gifts. They're too valuable to me.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay.
The suicide of Kraz Mazov. It's clearly a lie. Kraz Mazov didn't shoot himself. Reaction was on the counteroffensive. The State Day Palace in Mirova was surrounded. He was either assassinated or died in the bombing. You might even have evidence to support this, somewhere in your brain. Mazov was never given a state funeral by the communists. Some people even say the body that was recovered from the ruins wasn't his. There, good. Hero restored to glory. Carry on, comrade.
Fantastic. +1 rhetoric. Nice. What is this?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Sounds epic.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Why am I sniffing the t-shirt?
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
He's definitely high. What's the deal with the man on this shirt?
It's the man from Hendal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
Their matter-of-fact tone belies their surprise at the fact that you didn't recognize the figure in the print. Lie, sire, for no reason.
I was a very sheltered child.
That's very sad, man. Then you missed out on some pretty well executed, albeit repetitive, adventure literature. The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Hendal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow. What?
What do you mean the man from Heimdall is real?
I mean, Even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
Of course.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
It's for the best, because Eamdal is not a real place, and thus he could not have gone there.
Of course it is a real place.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
This shirt celebrates a false hero.
I doubt the real man from Hjelmdal was as poor a role model as the one in the popular literature. But yes, the books are very sexist, in a not entirely unenjoyable way.
The fuck? How much are you selling the t-shirt for?
2 real.
That's
Sounds
dirt
reasonable.
cheap.
But why?
Because I'm broke cop without a cent to my name? You said everything's going to be over soon anyway, man. I just walk into the end times wearing this t-shirt.
Interesting choice. But sure, why not? Take it. Welcome to Hjelmdal.
Why, thank you. Free t-shirt.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved.
I need it for my karaoke.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
That sounds cheap. Will it come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Fantastic. You sure this is all working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Yeah, why don't you like music?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Yep, I will buy the tape
And
player.
here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Tape player. Amazing. I look amazing. Okay, what does this do? +1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 authority. Can we lose more authority? Sure, why not? -3 authority, what could possibly go wrong? Let's give me +1 logic. Let's leave the classes as they are. And now let's play the smallest church in Saint-Saëns.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked commence, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Press your ear against the speaker.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Saint-Saëns, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune.
I must sing
A
karaoke.
click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
I could sing this for karaoke.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
Nothing can stop me now.
Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
Gaat gewoon stand in my way.
The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Gaat can't stop me now. But first, I want to max out my electrochemistry to figure out what the hell is this guy on. +1 electrochemistry, but this is also +1 electrochemistry. +1 composure, no. No. +1 electrochemistry. +1 composure, +1 electrochemistry. I think that's it. Is it? Yes, it is.
Hello again. How can I help you?
97%.
Of course. It's in working order still.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
What is Pyrrolidon?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Just me, or is it really harming here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Chill out, man. I just want what you're having.
Pyrrolidon is just something you know, since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
What's the
A
people's
bad
well?
idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
That doesn't sound great.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
You are mistaken, comrades. Type U particle decay generators don't fail.
A primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile. Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out. An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick.
Must have been tough radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was this generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How'd you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Thanks for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Definitely. Can you share Pyrrolidon with me?
Have you tried it before?
Of course.
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
I ride the pyro every day.
Every day. You look the part. Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Pyrrolidon. Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Shit, 700 real?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
The who? Of course.
There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine. I had to hide it so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Afraid Kuno would get it?
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands. It's unlikely that he ever will.
I've heard about it. I've heard the headless phone rider ride the headless bull.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe this figurine is a more canonical representation.
What the fuck are we talking about again?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Yep.
Did I
Bargain.
mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Fantastic. I do need luck. Plus psyche, -1 health. Okay, I need to dress semi-normally again. By normally I need tracksuit pants, knee-high boots, gardening gloves, and dumbass glasses. Okay, the episode's gone a little bit long, but we can't end it without singing the song. That's just not something that can happen. Quatre, I'm gonna sing. You can't stop me.
Can I help you?
I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Yes, it is.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
It's
You
definitely
need to
happening,
approach the
Quatre.
situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in
A
44?
lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Seriously? I know it's
Okay,
used.
yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I paid my bills. I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
I got my own tape.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Fuck yeah.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
Let's let her rip.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Damn it. Need to increase my drama. What do I have that I'm sure I have something that increases drama. Damn it. +1 drama. There it is. Another +1 drama. I can do this. And just to complete the look.
The stage is all... You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Dress
Let me
code
know
and
when I
Saint
should turn on the karaoke carousel.
The air is
Fuck yeah.
thick with anticipation. The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Though it once was larger, how the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Magnificent. Just utterly magnificent.
Not bad.
Thank you, God.
Yes, not bad at all.
Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
No reply. There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded into you to return only in dreams and nightmares.
I don't need big crowds, I just need my friends.
Okay, yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone, so you can get off the stage now.
You're no fun. Can I have my tape back?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Yeah, the church is actually my life.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
I want my tape back. Gatre, you fuck, give me my tape back! But that is gonna have to be it for this episode. As always, I have been Pope. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, do everything that makes the algorithm happy, and I will see you all next time.